Hello, dear friends. Welcome to this sacred moment of connection before you begin your day. I invite you to join me in this prayer, a humble offering of our hands, our work, and our purpose to the divine. Find a quiet place where you can be still. Take a deep breath, and let's enter into this moment of prayer together. Whether you're facing a day of challenges or opportunities, may these words bring peace and purpose to your heart, as we ask for blessings upon the work of our hands. My Lord and my God, as the morning light breaks through the darkness, I come before you with an open heart and outstretched hands. These hands, your creation, seek your blessing today. Before the busyness consumes me, before the world demands my attention, I pause in this sacred moment to acknowledge you as the source of all I am and all I do. Father, look upon these hands of mine. They are not perfect. They have known failure and success, strength and weakness. They've wiped tears and have trembled with fear. They've worked until they ached and have laid idle when I've lost my way. Yet these are the hands you've given me to serve, to create, to build, to heal, to reach out to others in your name. I surrender my work to you today. Whether I type on keyboards, care for children, tend to the sick, build with tools, create with artistry, or serve in any humble capacity, I recognize that my labor is holy when offered to you. May I never forget that ordinary tasks become extraordinary worship when done in your presence and for your glory. Lord, steady my hands when they shake with doubt. In moments of uncertainty, when I question my abilities or my path, remind me that these hands are guided by your wisdom. The same power that formed mountains and scattered stars across the heavens now flows through me, not because I am worthy, but because you are faithful. Divine Creator, bless the work of my hands with purpose. In a world that often measures success by wealth or recognition, realign my perspective. Help me see that true significance comes not from what I achieve, but from the love I infuse into each task. May I work not merely to accomplish, but to express my gratitude for the gift of life you've given me. When my hands grow weary, renew their strength. When the day feels long and the task overwhelming, whisper courage into my spirit. Remind me that I don't labor alone, that your presence sustains me in moments of exhaustion. Give me the humility to rest when needed, knowing that even my limitations are embraced by your perfect love. Gracious God, through these hands, may I become your instrument of blessing to others today. When I touch another's life, whether through a handshake, a hug, a message typed, or a service rendered, may they feel the warmth of your love flowing through me. Help me to lift others up rather than tear down, to join hands in community rather than clench fists in hostility. Lord of all creation, I pray for skillful hands today. Bless me with competence in my work, not for my glory, but so that I might better serve your purposes. When I face challenges beyond my ability, grant me patience to learn and courage to persevere. May I approach each task with both confidence in the gifts you've given me and humility about my own limitations. Father, I confess the times when my hands have become instruments of harm rather than healing, when I've worked from selfish ambition rather than loving service, when I've held too tightly to control rather than opening my grasp to your guidance. Forgive me, cleanse me, and redirect the work of my hands today. I pray also for honest hands, that my work would reflect integrity in all things. Keep me from shortcuts that compromise truth, from efforts that exploit others, from achievements built on deception. May the work of my hands stand in the light of your presence, able to withstand your loving scrutiny. Divine Provider, I thank you for the privilege of work itself. In a world where many long for meaningful labor or sufficient provision, I acknowledge the blessing of having purpose for my hands today. Help me never take this gift for granted. And where my work brings abundance, teach my hands to share generously with those in need. As I move through this day, Lord, may my hands become increasingly aware of your presence in each moment. When I touch the ordinary things of life, doorknobs and dishwater, keyboards and car steering wheels, the hands of loved ones and the tools of my trade, transform these moments into small prayers of gratitude and mindfulness. When anxiety threatens to overtake me, I will open my hands as a physical reminder to release my grip on outcomes I cannot control. My open palms will be my surrender, my acknowledgement that ultimately all my work rests in your capable hands. In releasing control, I find true freedom to create and serve without the burden of perfection. Compassionate One, sensitize my hands to the suffering around me. When I encounter those who are hurting, the lonely, the grieving, the struggling, may my hands be quick to offer comfort. Help me remember that sometimes the holiest work is simply to hold space for another's pain, to touch with tenderness those whom the world has wounded. God of all wisdom, guide the work of my hands toward that which truly matters. In a culture that often values productivity over presence, help me discern which tasks deserve my attention and which are mere distractions. May my hands learn when to labor and when to be still, when to build and when to rest in what has already been built. As the day unfolds, I know I will face moments of frustration, projects that stall, technology that fails, people who disappoint, limitations that confine. In those moments, steady my hands against impatience. Transform my irritation into opportunity for growth. Show me how constraints can actually fuel creativity when I surrender them to you. Creator of beauty, inspire the work of my hands today. Whether my task seems mundane or magnificent, infuse it with creativity that reflects your own. Help me see the artistry possible in even the most routine responsibilities. May I work not just efficiently, but beautifully, bringing order and harmony to whatever corner of creation you've entrusted to me. Lord of relationships, bless my hands to work well with others. When collaboration is difficult, grant me patience. When communication falters, give me understanding. When conflict arises, show me how to reach across divides with hands extended in peace rather than pointing fingers in blame. As this day draws to its conclusion, Father, may I have the satisfaction of looking upon the work of my hands and seeing your fingerprints alongside my own. Not perfection, but faithful presence. Not flawless execution, but wholehearted dedication. May I find rest in knowing I've offered my best to you and to the world you love. And finally, Eternal One, I recognize that the ultimate work of my hands is to fold them in prayer, just as I am doing now. This posture of surrender is my deepest offering. The work that lasts isn't what I build or achieve, but how I've allowed my hands to become extensions of your love in this world. So bless the work of my hands today, Lord. Not that I might accomplish more, but that I might love better. Not that I might succeed by the world's measures, but that I might serve faithfully by yours. May everything I touch be transformed by your grace working through me. I release this prayer into your loving hands, trusting that you hear, you care, and you go with me into this day. Thank you for the gift of work, the strength of these hands, and your unfailing presence in every moment. Amen. Thank you for joining me in this prayer. May you carry its peace and purpose with you throughout your day, and may the work of your hands be blessed. Remember that your labor, offered in love, becomes a living prayer that continues long after these words fade. Go now in grace, strengthened for whatever this day holds.